chairperson, our facilitator for the day, Prof. Fazana. It's always a pleasure for you and our lovely Prof to join us. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Leshabane. I'm the chairperson of NEMISA. You're all welcome this morning. We're delighted and excited to finally meet physically. It's been 2 years of having withdrawal symptoms from not seeing other people. But yeah, it's good to finally see each other in person and interact and engage on what's important for the agenda of this country. Deputy Minister, Honorable Phili Mabulane, who will be joining us later this morning. I'm welcoming him in absentia. Our MEC of Education from the Free State, Dr. Tate Mahwe. Welcome, sir. It's a pleasure to have you here. Our Gambia High Commissioner to the UN. Please welcome, sir. It's lovely having you here, having traveled all the way. Thank you for that. The British High Commissioner, who will not be joining us, but will be replaced by Mr. Nick Latta. Welcome, Mr. Latta. And we also welcome the NEMISA board members who work with me tirelessly every week on NEMISA matters. You're welcome. And we welcome our boards of sister entities, which is .ZETNA, Postbank. Welcome, board members. And we also welcome the CEOs of our sister entities and all the other entities that are here with us today. We further welcome our partners who make this event a possibility. Every year you support us. Well, whenever we plan to have an event, you're always there to support us, our partners, thank you. Our co-lab directors who we work with year by year. We know sometimes we come with unreliable expectations, but it's because we know you can do it. Welcome, co-lab directors, our esteemed presenters, those who are physically here with us and those who are joining us virtually, you're all welcome. And last but not least, to our guests who are here in this room today. We have a lot of you that are joining us online as well. A warm welcome to all of you. We have some students I saw outside. I wish they could also come and listen to some of our speakers so that they can learn and understand which future they are moving into once they start working. And I hope some of our students are also joining online so that they can understand where we're going as a country and as a world. On behalf of the NEMISA board, the staff and the partners, we are delighted to be hosting you today for our 2022 Digital Skills Summit and Colloquium. Our theme for this year, which is very relevant to the ever-changing world we live in, we decided to go with the theme of the future of work and digital skills, which are all very important for us as South Africans to remain relevant and to remain competitive with our world counterparts, and also stand up in platforms worldwide and be able to represent our country and move forward with regards to the digitization and disruption of our working environment and our living environments. Further, NEMISA recognizes the need to take steps to change the future in the face of the exponential disruption driven by digital technologies. NEMISA is grateful for the support it is receiving from our shareholders. One, our shareholder, the Department of Communications and Digital Technologies, We're also grateful for the support we're receiving from academia. I believe yesterday they really challenged us in terms of the level of thinking, in terms of where the future of work is taking us. And we are grateful for the continuous support of the academia as a whole. And industry, we have a number of industry partners that we work with on a daily basis and who continue to support us in various ways. And the international organizations, we thank you for not forgetting us in South Africa and including us as part of your global initiatives. We thank our leaders, Honorable Minister Kumbuzo Chaveni in absentia, and our Honorable Deputy Minister who will be joining us. We thank you for the progressive guidance and leadership that you continuously support us with. NEMISA recognizes that the task ahead is challenging and complex as we continue to live in a VUCA world. A VUCA world, I mean, the world that is volatile, it's unpredictable, it is complex and yet ambiguous. However, we are confident that this task is achievable if we continue to collaborate and work closely with our partners and stakeholders. The scale at which South Africa demands digital skills is vast. The demand is driven by every day changing environment, driven by the private and public sectors. This requires a well thought through strategy, given the dynamics of our inequalities, rapid technology changes that have outpaced the delivery of these skills and the reskilling of the workforce, given changing environment and their value chains. The demand for digital skills is therefore varied depending on the education levels of the targeted populations, because many people in South Africa need foundation learning as the first step towards acquiring more advanced skills. High-end digital skills are desperately needed. Firstly, to drive innovation, to secondly, develop new industries, and thirdly, advance existing ones. Youth unemployment, as we all know, it's really a matter of grave concern for all of us because we see it every day. It's not something we read about. It's something we see in our communities, in our families, and around us wherever we go. And this is a concern that requires a brave response from all of us as a collective. And this response is through the relevant skills that are important and also promise to make a difference to this prevailing challenge. On a positive note though, the digital economy presents opportunities for many to occupy positions that never existed before. And those include algorithmic auditor, the virtual reality architect, and many others. The digital economy presents opportunities for SMMEs to access markets they could not otherwise access. And that's where the e-commerce is really a platform that we also need to drive as the economy to make sure that we remain, we start being exporters of what we produce locally without all this bureaucracy that existed previously through the lack of availability of digital environments and connectivity to other markets that you would need a lot of money to fly around to go and access. Government is racing to reduce service delivery costs by adopting digital technologies, whilst achieving maximized value to citizens and customers. This Digital Skills Summit is positioned as a platform to discuss the complexities mentioned and strategies to acquire as much value as possible from the opportunities the digital economy presents. The insights gained will be translated into concrete initiatives that can be implemented and be reflected upon the next summit. This then also gives us a challenge to think about. As we all know, we haven't had this summit in the last 2 years, and maybe this requires that to rethink the frequency of the summit and to have it annually so that we rapidly engage on how to implement these initiatives and also evaluate new ones that will consistently ensure that we move forward. For everyone's information, the summit is not just a talk shop. It's an action-orientated platform to ensure we move South Africa forward and contribute towards stimulating the economy and create jobs. The first day of the summit, which was yesterday, we saw a number of postgraduate candidates or men and women with masters and PhD, researchers presenting on their research projects covering different topics with a focus of the future of work and emerging digital technologies. Today and tomorrow, we will have panel sessions with leading experts from different spheres of influence, locally and internationally, including the UNDP, the ILO, the ITU, the British High Commission, the GIZ, and many others. In conclusion, once again, a warm welcome to the 2022 Summit and Colloquium. May it plant a seed for the creation of a sustainable future for South Africa and its future generations. I thank you.